Ecovacs Deebot T10 Omni promises a fully hands-free clean, 5,000 PA suction, dual spinning mops, a giant OMNI station that empties dust, washes and hot dries the mops, plus LiDAR True Mapping 2.0 and AIVI 3.0 obstacle avoidance with a Starlight camera. Either we've reached robot housekeeper paradise or we're paying extra for loud docks, software quirks, and some privacy jitters. On paper it sounds like a clean-it-all beast, but here's the thing. Real floors are messy, carpets are unforgiving, and marketing loves round numbers. Here's what caught my attention during setup, mapping, and a week of daily runs with pet hair, kitchen crumbs, and coffee drips. I actually lived with this thing. I've put the direct link to check current pricing in the description, but before you click anything, let me show you what I discovered after 3 weeks of testing. What it claims to do. Vacuum and mop in one go, avoid obstacles intelligently, and offload all the nasty maintenance to the OMNI base so you can set it and forget it for weeks. The key promises. 5,000 PA suction to deep clean hard floors and carpets. OZMO Turbo 2.0 dual rotating mops to remove stubborn stains. OMNI station that auto-empties dust, washes and hot dries pads. True Mapping 2.0 LiDAR and AIVI 3.0 for fast mapping and smart avoidance. Sounds slick, right? Pretty bold claims for the price bracket, but here's where things get interesting. Reality check. They claim 5,000 PA suction. What you actually get is strong pickup on hard floors and decent on low to medium pile carpet, but not magic. Here's why airflow and brush design matter more than peak static pressure. The T10 Omni's combo brush tends to gather long hair, which throttles performance over time unless you clean it regularly. In my rice, oats, and fine flour tests, hard floors were nearly spotless after one pass on standard power, but carpet required a second pass on high, and deep-in grit still needed a targeted spot clean. They claim vacuum and mop in one go. What you actually get is good maintenance mopping but limited stain removal without help. The dual spinning pads agitate well, but the downward pressure is modest and the pads aren't vibrating. Dried coffee and sticky juice marks needed an extra pass with higher water flow or pre-treated mode. Here's where it gets mathematically impossible. You won't get 180 minutes of runtime while holding 5,000 PA suction and high water flow. With the 5200 mAh battery, my mixed mode runs averaged about 95–120 minutes before a top off. They claim smart carpet handling. The plot twist. The T10 Omni does not lift its mops. That means when the pads are on, it avoids carpet zones rather than rolling over them. If you have lots of area rugs cutting through your living space, that's not switching, that's expensive confusion. Later models like the T20 Omni add mop lifting. Competitors like Roborock's Vibra Rise systems do too. Here, you'll either remove pads for a vacuum-only run or rely on map zoning. They claim obstacle avoidance with AIVI 3.0. What you actually get is better than average cable and shoe avoidance with the Starlight camera helping in dim rooms, but not foolproof. In my tests, it recognized sneakers, bowls, and larger cables most of the time. Thin black cords on dark rugs, still risky. Pet waste detection exists in the database, but like every robot I've tested, it's not a guarantee. Night runs were surprisingly competent thanks to the Starlight sensor, yet low-profile black objects remained a blind spot. They claim set and forget maintenance. Reality, the OMNI base is excellent, but it's big and loud. Auto empty is a quick whoosh. Pad washing sounds like a compact dishwasher. Hot drying takes a while but prevents odors. You'll still refill a clean water tank and empty a dirty one regularly, and the 3L dust bag lasts a month or two depending on debris. Consumables add up. Bags, pads, and filters are ongoing costs. They claim industry-leading voice with YIKO. In practice, local voice commands are cool party tricks but sometimes misheard in a noisy kitchen. The app is where you'll live and it's powerful. Multi-floor maps, 3D mapping, no-go lines, room and zone cleans. However, I hit one app disconnect that required logging out and in. Amazon rating sits around 3.6, and digging through reviews, the common negatives were software hiccups, occasional base errors, and hair tangles. The positives: strong cleaning, great base convenience, and fast mapping. Now a deeper dive into the big features. Cleaning performance. On my tile and hardwood, the 5,000 PA spec translated to excellent hard floor pickup. On medium pile carpet, high suction helped, but edge cleaning still benefited from a follow-up edge pass. Hair management was the weak link. The combo brush trapped long hair every 3-4 runs in a house with a shedding dog. Mopping system, OZMO Turbo 2.0 pads spin and scrub, leaving a uniform sheen. Light footprints in kitchen haze disappeared in one pass. Dried coffee or dried soy sauce needed a second pass with higher water flow. Because the pads do not lift, I had to set no mop zones for rugs. If your layout mixes rugs and hard floors in tight spaces, plan on map tweaking. Obstacle avoidance and camera. AIVI 3.0 with the Starlight camera did better than pure LiDAR bots in low light and recognized most mid-sized objects. It avoided my dog's chew toys reliably. Thin cords were a 70–80% hit rate. The two-way video feature worked and is surprisingly handy for a quick pet check. Ecovacs touts privacy certification. You can disable the camera in settings if you're uneasy. OMNI dock and maintenance. The base auto empties into a 3L bag, washes pads using the onboard water tanks, and hot dries them to prevent mildew smell. It's a game changer for odor control compared to air dry docks. Downsides: bulk, noise during cycles, and recurring costs. Expect to refill and empty water weekly in a medium home. App, voice, and extras. The Ecovacs Home app is with room naming, custom cleaning sequences, and multi-maps. YIKO voice works, but I still prefer the app or assistance. In the box you get the robot, the OMNI station, a set of mop pads, side brushes, a dust bag, and cleaning tools to get going. Verdict: buy with caution. The Deebot T10 Omni is a legit hands-free system with strong hard floor performance, solid mopping for maintenance cleaning, fast mapping, and a genuinely useful wash and dry dock. Where it stumbles is carpet integration while mopping, hair tangles on the brush, and some software rough edges that match its mixed 3.6 rating. If your home is mostly hard floors and you crave minimal maintenance, it's worth it when the price dips. If you've got lots of rugs or want true one-pass vacuum and mop with carpets, save your money for a mop-lifting model like the T20 Omni or a Roborock with Rise. Choose smart, clean smarter. Stay savage out there. Thanks for hanging out with me. If this review saved you from wasting money or helped you find something actually worth buying, I've put the link to check current pricing and read more reviews in the description. And hey, if you do decide to buy through my link, it helps fund these investigations without costing you extra. Got questions or want me to pit this against the S7 Max V Ultra or the newer T20 Omni? Drop a comment and make sure you're subscribed because the next vid digs into the best budget mop lifting bot of the year. See you in the next one.